So earlier, I was telling one of my coworkers about a situation I had at one of my previous jobs, and like I told them, they gave me the idea of another true story time that I have in mind. It's about when I worked at Walgreens. I made a video. The last video I made was about when I had a job at Staples. This is another funny story. To me, it's funny now. It was funny then, but it's more funny now. And nobody was murdered, so it was a good story. So, as you know, I was the overnight manager at Walgreens, and anybody who knows me or that's close to me or was affected by me down at Walgreens know that these stories are true. You can corroborate them. You know, some of you may have seen me in action. So, overnight, I worked 8 days on, 6 days off. And I used to come in around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. And during that time, something about, I had a keen synergy with that job. I just knew when I got out the Uber, because I had the Uber back then, my car was messed up. And I just knew something was gonna happen. It was in the air. You can just smell the drama, the amphetamines, the prostitutes. It had its own aura down there. You can just tell. So that particular night, I knew was gonna be crazy, because when I got out the Uber and I get ready to go inside the doors, I noticed that it's already a fight. I'm walking past a fight to go to work. I haven't even clocked in yet, and I gotta literally pull people out of my way to get to. I wasn't gonna break up the fight. I wasn't clocked in yet. I wasn't breaking up nothing. And the security guard was either late or back there jacking off. Something. I remember it. All I know, I remember trying my best to ignore it because I wasn't clocked in. I wasn't gonna do anything without getting paid for it. So, I don't know if it got broke up, but I know I walked past it, and I go to clock and I go to the office. Now, I used to date a girl at Walgreens. I'm not gonna say her name. I used to date a girl at Walgreens. She used to work the mid shift. You had the morning shift, the evening mid shift, and you had the overnight shift, which was my shift, the Liddy shift. So I would always come in and relieve her, and she'd get ready to leave out. And, overnight is mine. But before she always left, I tell her come to the back, give me a little sugar real quick. Peep game, man. Stop. Peep game. We'll come to the back, what I'm saying, a little bit. Then she'll have to leave. Right? So then she'll leave, she'll go home, and my shift will start. So this night, we went to the back, went to the stock room, gave her a little kiss, PG-13, a little kiss. I bit her a little bit, and then I walked to a car, whatever. And she said, be careful tonight. I said, it's funny you said that. I just got this feeling. I'm telling you, every time I spoke something, it came into fruition. It never failed, especially down there. So, you know what? She goes home. She gets in the car, walks to the car, she goes home. Bye. See you later. I'll talk to you later. I go inside, and it's me, and this is when, actually, he's a good friend of mine. He was a gay dude named Mikhail. Mikhail was cool. Mikhail was my partner, man, on the job. Mikhail wasn't scared to throw them hands neither. Yes, I'm telling people real names. Yeah, I'm doing it. So, Mikhail didn't mind throwing hands on the job. You know what I'm saying? So I like Mikhail in that sense. And it was a Sunday. Sundays were the only days we actually worked together, because either I was relieving him for the week or he was relieving me for the week. But some days, but Sundays are the days that we'd work together. So per usual, I said, you know what? You take care of the front, I take care of the back. Meaning, on these days we work together. I take care of the freezer, the stock room, the back of the store. The office, he'll take care of the front and the registers. He controlled the front. And then we'll meet in the middle And me and him worked so good together that we always had time to spare because me and him was so efficient or whatever. So I remember one day I'm in the back, I'm on the phone talking to my brother on the phone. I got him on speaker. We talking about something. I'm killing the stock room, killing the break room. Killing the break room, killing the stock room, stocking, doing my job. It was like the first, I want to say it was around 12:30, 1 o'clock. That's when the traffic down there kind of died down, so it was kind of quiet. Now, my OG, one of my partners, we called him Bootman. Bootman was that guy. Bootman loved to fight. He didn't care who it was. Bootman used to do our security for us sometimes, just so he can have a reason to fight. I promise. I've been there when Bootman got to fight. He would always call me out. Hey nephew, hey doc, come outside real quick, man. But when he was booting somebody's car and the females were kind of attracted, he'd say, look, come out here with me. Cause he know how I was sometimes. Sometimes when I was single, of course. So he'll call me out there or whatever. And I've had to break up fights with Bootman and everything. Bootman was cool, he was family. But I've seen like people point their finger in his chest. He'll do like a move and like have their finger like almost break their finger. I've seen him, and he knew my reputation. So you know what I'm saying. Me and him got along. Like we just started getting along or whatever. So this particular night, and everything was in line. Everything lined up perfectly with what I felt. Remember I told you when I first came, I felt something. Then she told me she felt something to be careful. Then Bootman was there. It was just something crazy. So Bootman, I like, what's up, Bootman? So I went to the back. I knew Bootman was lurking in the front because he had just booted somebody's car. So he was outside waiting for them to come back and pay for it so they can take the boot off. So I'm in the back because I had a lot of work to do in the back or whatever. So I'm in the back. I'm chilling. I'm on the phone with my brother or whatever. And I get out the back room, and I'm in the back aisles, and all I hear was, nigga, don't move. If you move again, I'm gonna break your face. And I hear like some rumbling. I'm like, what the? Who rumbling without me? Who having a party? They invite me to it. Ain't tell me what's going on. No, so I go up there. I'm walking up there because every time I heard that, 9 times out of 10, somebody was hooking. Somebody was fighting. So I knew what it was, I just didn't know who. Now, Mikhail was already doing his job inside the aisles. When I came in the front, I'm missing somebody. I'm missing someone. Now, the security guard we had, his name was Angel. Angel was a short, kind of chubby Mexican guy. He was cool, he was smart, but he wasn't the most athletic, and he wasn't going to really do something that somebody was stealing. I know that about. He'd just stare at him or find some type of politically correct way to get out of it. But he never really threw down. I noticed that about Angel. He had a family. I don't blame him, but it's not my job to do your job, security. So when he was there, I pretty much knew I'm gonna have to fight or have to do something. So, and of course the thieves knew it too. Now they were smart. They knew what security they had, and they knew what manager was on duty. And they based it off who they'll come and try. So I went up there and I saw Angel, of course, just standing on the makeup aisle. I said, well, he ain't doing as usual. So I see the Bootman with his finger in a nigga nose. Like his finger, you know how you talking to somebody, you mad, you about to fight, and they got their finger, his fingers in this nigga's nose. And the dude's like, he's about my height, a slim guy. Now I'm about 6'4", he was about 6'2", 6'3". But he was slim, and he was a younger guy. He was around my age, maybe older, maybe younger. Give or take a year or two. So I'm like, Bootman, what's happening? That's what we called him. Like, there's no nickname. Like, his name was Bootman. I still don't know Unc's real name. Anyway, I'm like, Bootman, what's happening? What's happening? I told this nigga, what do you want me to do with him, nephew? I said, what are you doing? I said, first of all, where's security? And I knew security. I was looking right at security, but I'm trying to be funny. I'm like, where's security? So I'm like, I said, come outside and talk to him. What happened? Yeah, man, I called nigga stealing. And I told him don't move. And I Bootman, I knew Boot Man needed any reason to fight. And back then, I hate to say it, so did I kind of. It was stupid. But so we go outside. We go outside in front of the store, and Boot Man told the dude not to move until he got confirmation from me how I wanted to handle the guy. I said, you know what? I said, he's not gonna do nothing. And I said, you know what? And I'm looking at the guy, he's jittery, he's moving, he's shaking like he can't stop moving. He's looking around, he's looking at his lips are white, and eyes are like dilated. His pupils are dilated. I can tell he probably just came off a high right then. And he was homeless because it smelled like, piss all in the front of the store. So I said, you know what? I said, stay right here. I bet he run. He said, he ain't run. I put the fear of God in that boy, nephew. I said, I promise you he runs. 5 seconds later, he darts. Boom! He was fast. So when he darted, all I saw was his jacket, and I seen him hit the aisle. Right. So I said, all right, it's go time. So Boot Man said, okay, let get it. So the security guard Angel, he was like a defensive end trying to catch Michael Vick. I don't think he was reaching for the guy, but he was catching air, right? So I mapped out a plan. So when me and Boot Man got inside the building, I said, all right, Boot Man, you stay right here at the door, lock the door. All right. When he come and try to run out the store, he gonna run right into you like a hind catcher. Stay right here. I'ma go and play recon. I'ma see if I can intercept the nigga, and I'ma Goldberg the nigga. I'm gonna sneak and hide. I'm gonna Goldberg the nigga when he come back up to the front. If he try to come back up, and I got Mikhail and I got Simon. I'm sorry, Simon was a New York cat. He was no. Simon was late, so he wasn't there yet. So it was me, Mikhail, and Boot Man, right? So no, was he? I don't think so. But I digress. So Mikhail, the gay dude, I don't think we was that cool back then, right? So Mikhail is doing the aisles, and Mikhail got the look on his face like he don't want to be a part of this. He just want to come to work and leave, right? So the Boot Man at the front, and he whips out his baton, right? And he's swinging it around like a baseball bat, ready for the dude to come, like he was gonna knock a home run on the dude or whatever, right? So mind you, it's 2 or 3 customers in the store, right? So Angel, the fat Mexican security guard, is chasing this guy around the store, but he's slow and fat. So he's juking him, spinning him, stiff arming him. He looked like an iris and highlight tape or something. He just he's just juking him and breaking his ankles, watching him get up and breaking his ankles and fall back down, everything. So I said, look, y'all tell me which aisle he coming down. I've been waiting to spear the Goldberg. I'm gonna spear the life out this nigga, right? So I don't know if he saw me, but he was running down the aisle, right? And I was in a 3-point stance. I was waiting for him to come by those gummy bears. I'm about to kill him, right? So I don't know if he caught a glimpse of me, but he wound up coming in the aisle behind me. And I felt the air and I smelled the pee. I said, damn, did he run behind me? So I see him, and he don't know that I posted the Boot Man in the front of the store, right? When I tell you these niggas collided, it was like the what they call it, the immovable object versus the what they call it. Anyway, they collided. A boom, like a sonic boom, right? They tussling in the front. He got the baton on the nigga neck, and the dude like swinging on him by the baton. They going, they duking, they rolling, right? So I'm licking my chops. So I run up there. I couldn't get up there fast enough. So when I get to the front, I end up catching the dude or whatever. I grabbed him by both his shoulders and his jacket, and I ended up running his head into the front door, and the security and like the security thing, I forgot what it's called. I rammed his head into both of those, right? And he, like, this guy, I can tell that he was so high, it's like his strength was times 10, like he hit Super Saiyan, crack Super Saiyan level or whatever, right? So I get him outside, right? And what I do was he swung on me. I ended up blocking it, catching his arm, and getting around him and had him in a yoke, right? And I got him in my arm. I said, look, dude, I'm gonna put you to sleep, calm down. So Bootman started hitting at the guy's leg with the baton. Now, he didn't know it in the moment, but he was hitting me in the balls and the leg with the baton. He hit my leg like 5 or 6 times with that heavy metal baton, and I had a big gash in my leg. The first time he hit me, it sliced my leg open. I can feel like the blood dripping down my leg, but I can't feel it because the adrenaline. I only felt like the blood. But the last 2 shots, he got me right in the balls, and he kept asking the dude, "Yeah, you like that ball shot?" I'm like, "Nigga, you hitting me." So I said stop. So I end up clutching tighter around the guy's neck in a rear naked choke. He ended up passing out. He passed out so quick he started snoring. He was like, and he went limp. I said, "Oh shit, let me get off before I kill him." So he dropped down on his stomach or whatever, and he woke back up. He woke back up and he was breathing. He was hyperventilating, right? So I got on top of him and I said, "Dude, calm down. You got 250 pounds on top of you. Calm down, all right? Be cool." That's when Simon, my cashier, was coming in behind me. He was like, "Yo, Dwight, what you doing? You at it again?" He was from New York, so he had the accent. He was like, "You at it again, man?" So he took out his phone, and I think he started recording, right? So he went in. I said, "Look, nigga, just go clock in, because I ain't forgot you late, and I'm on top of it." He's still trying to buck, and it's like I'm 250. He's bucking, and he's like throwing me in the air. He's strong. So what I did was I got him in an arm triangle. I said, "Dude, I'm gonna push you to sleep again, and you might not wake up. Calm down." So he started tussling, and I'm not expending any energy, but he's expending more energy trying to get 250 pounds off of him, and he's like $160, $170. So he was sweating. So when he finally realized it wasn't gonna work, he's like, "All right, man, you got me, I'm done." He's out of breath. I picked him up on my shoulders like a baby, and I threw him inside. Not hard. He was so worn out with trying to get me off of him, he couldn't even stand up. So we had white people coming through. Can I buy him a bottle of water?" I said, "No, white woman, you can't. He's a thief." Matter of fact, I said, "Get me a Coke like this." But so I said, "You know what?" He said, "What you want to do with him, nephew?" I said, "Look, I'm not gonna call the cops on him. He got his ass beat pretty good. He's homeless. You know, obviously he's geeked up on something. I'm not gonna call the cops. I don't like throwing people in jail, no way, especially my people." So we picked him up. I said, "Look, dude, leave. Don't come back here no more to the store. All right? Now we gave you more than you can handle. You got a big knot on your face, a big lump on your head, and you bleeding. All right? You need any food? You know, if that's what you was looking for, you could have came and told me. Everybody know me around in this neighborhood, dude. You don't have to come in here and pull what you pull, because you could have been killed. All right? Like this dude, Bootman, ain't playing. And security guy said, I don't know what security was. He was standing right next to me. But we don't play that around here. So just leave the store, never come back. We're not gonna press charges." And the good thing about it is that Bootman actually gave him some leftover food he had in his truck or whatever. He gave the guy like 5 plates of some food. So he was like, "Man, look, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for tearing up the store. I apologize. Thank you, man, for not calling the cops. And y'all beat me, but y'all didn't beat me too bad. I appreciate y'all not, going half on me." I said, "Look, no problem, man. Just, work on yourself, get better. Whatever you need to do in life, whatever." So he ended up giving the guy a pep talk, gave him some food. He ended up leaving, and we closed the store because I broke the door with his head. So we're in the back, in the another manager came. I called her my sister. Her name was Shanika, and she came in there while we had the store closed, and we all went back to the security to the office, and we started watching the security tape, and they laughing at me how I came behind the guy, and how the fat Mexican guy was getting juked, and he was out of breath, couldn't catch the dude. But I have more stories like this, especially at Walgreens. I have thousands more, but this particular one is like a funny one to me because it was my first out of 15 or 20 fights I've had at the store, like my first one. And it, like I said, it's funny to me, and it brought a couple of us closer, and it could have been way worse. I didn't want the guy to go to jail. So tell me what you think in the comments. It's Dark Knight Radio. I'm Dark Knight. You guys be good. Be safe.